Right, okay. Hello, apologies about that. 10 minutes late, 13 minutes late. Sorry, everybody. I just jumped out of the shower. I won't jump anywhere because I've got a broken knee, but I got out of the shower. Sorry. A few things happened tonight. Family things that, you know, so it made me late. I just want to say I'm sorry. We're here now. Now, this stream, I only decided to do it this afternoon anyway. It wasn't a planned stream as such, but there seems to be a lot going on in the news again. So I thought, right, we'll jump on and we'll just see what's happening. I just want to say welcome to everybody who's stuck with us for those 13 unlucky for some minutes waiting for me. Thank you for being here. Thank you to our members as well. YouTube stuck them back on. So what I'm going to do for now, I'm just leaving it alone, and then YouTube will probably turn them off on either this one or the other one or both. Who knows? So for now, they're on both. But obviously, I don't expect people to join both. You don't have to join anything if you don't want to. Right then, hello everybody, welcome in. So breaking news this afternoon was that Hunter Biden has been found guilty. So we're going to get that up first. And then we're going to start looking into, let me know, is the sound okay? I'm going to sneeze, hang on. Is the sound okay, guys? Let me know. 70 watching. YouTube streets are alive with TikTok Tony. Who the fuck is TikTok Tony? I'm not with the kids. I'm not with the kids. What's going on? Rabbits. Don't know what that was. Who the hell is TikTok Tony when he's at home? Thank you, Crispin Kane. Bevlar's here. Saskia, thank you, my lovely Kathleen. Big up Mouse Nation. I hope you like my latest beaver vid. We have quite a collection now. I have an entire beaver short playlist for those beaver fans out there. Who the hell is TikTok Tony? Flashing his little Tony like, I haven't got a clue. Is this some sort of thing that I don't know about? I'm not down with the kids. TikTok Tony is true crime and inserts himself. Ah, is he one of them weirdos? Hi, Bevlar. Jackdaw's in the house. I'm looking at a jackdaw across the road right now, actually. Cynthia Cliff. Hang on a minute. Are we expecting someone? Oh, you're right. I thought it was a delivery then. I don't remember a delivery due. Sing Blue Silver's in the house. Bevlar. Bex is here. Hello. Welcome. Yes, there's a beaver playlist, guys. A beaver playlist. Rose is here. Rose has joined the membership. Terry Knowles. Yet missed nothing, mate. I was running late. Steve's here. Saskia, Henry. Right, hello. Henry, that you can join either membership, my love. Amanda's here. Okay, so what we're going to be covering tonight, we're going to be, first of all, we're going to be having a look at what is going on with the old Hunter Biden, because he has been found guilty. And the things that he was found guilty of, I was actually pissing myself laughing to Al. He was found guilty of lying about buying drugs. I found the irony. Like, it's like saying it's like you can buy drugs, but you mustn't lie about buying them. You couldn't make this shit up. So he was found guilty of lying. Big up Space Cat. Hello, my lovely. Rose. Sorry, I've missed so many people. Elaine. Hello, my lovely. How you doing, sweetheart? Space Cat. You want to fill her in? No, it was found guilty today. Hello, Yvonne. Do you love beavers? Lovely jubbly. If I miss you, I'm sorry. I'm in and out of chat. Okay, so. Right, okay, I'm going to take all these comments off purely because we won't be able to see the screen. I still need to, hello Bex, I still need to work out how on earth. Hello Anne, Miss Stroller's come, Cosmic War Toads here, who else? I've missed it. Daniela's here, Wise Angel, Candice. Right, okay, I'm going to not look at chat anymore because I'm getting distracted, and the people on the replay crew, big up the replay crew, they moan at me. They say, Penny, you say too many hellos, you talk too much. Well, you know, I can't help it. Okay, so first story, it only took 20 minutes. Hunter Biden's been found guilty. Now, the old Democrat crew,
it's going to be difficult for the Biden family.
The old Democrat crew are now trying to say that this is the same thing as what has happened to Here we go. I'll get it on here because the BBC gets on my tits. Sky News doesn't have too many ads. Basically, what the Democrats are now saying is that what Trump is accusing the Democrats of, that they're doing to him, which doesn't make any sense. Gizmo, come here. No, you can't have that, Mo. Come here. No. Fucking hell. I'm telling you, these streams are getting more and more difficult. No, you can't have that, my lovely. Chew something you're allowed to chew. Chew one of your antlers or something. Chew that. I'll let you chew that, even though you're not allowed usually. Okay, sorry about this. So he's been found guilty. Actually, we'll get on here. Of lying about buying drugs. I find this so bizarre. So you can buy drugs, but you can't lie about it. Okay, so Hunter Biden is found guilty on all 3 cases in his federal gun crimes case in Delaware. So it was illegally buying a gun. And what's the matter, Gizmo? And lying about buying. What's the matter? No, I can't. Gizmo, mummy's. Gizmo. For fuck's sake. Sorry about this, folks. I ain't got a clue what people are saying in chat. I can't see chat. I'm just trying to distract my dog with some treats. So now that what they're going to say now, they're going to say, well, Trump's doing to us. Well, first of all, Trump isn't in power, so Trump's got no sway over the courts. And secondly, it's not Biden, it's his son. And I think gun crimes, and he's also up for some conspiracy working with China and some dodgy stuff in the old Ukraine as well. That isn't what he's been found guilty of today, but there's that. I think what Trump did was, you know, some sort of a affair 20, 30 years ago, whenever it was, is a little bit different to conspiring with China and the old Ukraine. Anyway, so here's the court sketches show Hunter Biden's reaction. Now, his reaction is probably the same as his dad's, which is one of constipation and not much happening there. So the 12-person jury found the US president's son. He lied about his drug use. So apparently in America, that is now illegal to lie. You can buy your drugs, but you can't lie about it. And it says here, and he was purchased a handgun in 2018. So basically, he bought a handgun and he didn't tell the people that he bought it from about the fact that he's on drugs. Okay, right. Let me just get into the live chat on my phone because I can't see sod all here. What are people saying? What are people saying? We've got 93 people watching. Big up the 93 people. Good to see you all. Furry Slippers is here. Hello, my darling. How are you? Lily Bell's in the house. I've missed so many people coming in. Old Lily. Hello, my lovely. So many people coming in. Krispy Kreme. Can I call you Krispy Kreme? It just sounds better. Okay, 96 people. Big up, big up. Please hit the like if you enjoy the content, or the dislike if you don't. Hello, Kathy. It is bell night. I could be outside right now listening to bells, but you know the news is pretty much crazy today. We've also got Farage has been hit with missiles of rubble, but we'll get onto that in a moment. Nigel Farage, Alan Edge, my YouTube husband, is also here. Okay, so the Biden, as in his son. Hello, Tamsin. Now faces, how you doing, Rose Love? He now faces a possible prison term of up to 25 years, although a sentence of that length for a first-time offender is highly unlikely. Now, this has been coming for how long now? Hi, Rach. How long has this been coming for now? Like, everybody knows about that laptop and all these other stuff. Now, the drug use and the buying of the gun is actually nothing, hello, Amanda, compared to what we know he's been up to. Big up Carlos. Now, that laptop that he had, right, there was some dodgy shizness on there, you know. Hello, Dee Dee. How you doing? Thank you, darling. Tamsin's here as well. So it says here, the jury deliberated after listening to a week of witnesses' testimony on this 54-year-old's drug addiction. He's now going to play the victim card. He's going to say, oh, I'm just a drug addict. Hello, Debs. Yeah, we're going to get onto the Farage stuff as well. It's pretty bad. He had pleaded not guilty to the charges. How can you plead not guilty when you're blatantly a drug user? 2 counts of making false statements and 1 count of illegal gun possession. The high-profile trial comes as his father runs for re-election. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware, but they are actually impeaching. Well, they're trying to impeach old creepy sleepy Joe, but you're not hearing much about that over here. Have we got any Americans in the house? Is it much? Are they talking about it over there? Like Gizmo's knees popped out again. Oh, and his other knee's gone as well. There's loads. I'll update you all at the end. And actually, we're going to be here at the end. Hello, DJ. Gizmo's other knee's going now, and his stroller's come today. So I'll update you at the end anyway. So President Biden said he would accept the outcome of this case and will continue to respect the judicial process, as though he's got to be neutral. Now, I just want to add, it's been proven now beyond reasonable doubt and proven factual that the judge in the Trump trial was actually a donor of the Democrat Party, which I think is just horrendous. You know, it's not very fair. Okay. So you can watch the coverage live. Okay, so here he is here. So here he is reacting. I can't see much of a reaction right there, but he does look like his dad there. He's lost some weight, hasn't he? So Biden say, I don't know which Biden they're talking about because they're calling them both. Speaking at the gun safety event in Washington, D.C., President Biden pays tribute to all the survivors of gun violence. They are really going for this now. They're gonna try and they're obviously going to try and get guns. You can see what they're up to here, can't you? It's gun violence and focused not on anger, but what they can do to fight it. See where this is going? He goes on to say the law has changed on background checks for anyone under 21 wanting to purchase a firearm. What's this here? Sorry, hang on a sec. I'm going. I just need to message AI. Are you there? If you're there, if you are, can you just check your WhatsApp, please? Or just come in and save me having to type. Yeah, the bells are going. They didn't go last week. We didn't have them. Oh, I've got some photos of Gizmo with his stroller. Okay. Hello, Mouse. How you doing? Terry Knowles Band again as well. Yeah, Gizmo's not doing very well, guys. He's at the vets on Thursday. Hi, Bevlar. Okay, so he's been found guilty. With the sentence. Could I have a drink, please? And also, could you do that, and that? Sorry, the water. Did you? Oh, you did? Oh, thank you. Can you do Gizmo's waters, please? Because he's looking for them. Sorry about this, guys. So I don't know when his sentencing is going to be, but this is big news, guys. This is big news. We're finally getting Hunter Biden. Now, I want to know what's going on with all the other charges. I'm just going to try and get some updates on when the sentencing is going to be. Get some more information from you. Right, we're on CNN now. We're going to get some American news updates for you. Okay, the House Dems and Republicans, didn't I say this was going to happen? Are debating whether they're comparable. How can they be comparable? Hush money from having an affair. Thank you, Saskia. Compared to this guy and some of the things that we know he's been up to, and he needs. What about the laptop? What about the indecent images, the alleged indecent images? So they're going to be comparing them. To see whether it's the same as Trump's. Again, it's not Joe Biden, it's his son. It's two different things. Okay, so they got Republican Harriet Hageman of Wyoming says that the judge overseeing Trump's trial was handpicked and expert witnesses were excluded from testifying, which we know that is true. There's a lot of dodginess going on here. Democrats have been largely silent in the wake of Hunter Biden's guilty verdict. So they're trying to say that it's being used. I don't know. Runners help get news from Hunter Biden trial out of the courthouse. I don't know what that's about. So I'm trying to find out when he will be sentenced. God, he doesn't even look the same person. So he's been found guilty today. Here we go here. He's been fined $750,000. Hang on a minute. 25 years in prison. Oh, he could be fined. Oh, he likely will receive a far less. I'm just trying to find out when he's going to be sentenced. Because this had just come in when I put this stream together. Now, there's some footage come out today. I don't know whether you guys have seen this, but creepy Joe Biden was at some event. Hello, Orange. This case makes the laptop legit. What do you mean? In what sense? Surely, though, they should be going after him for that, not for this, because this is nothing compared to that, you know. Yeah, so I'm getting distracted by chat. Big up, by the way, Orange. How you doing? What are people saying in chat? The laptop is definitely legit. Yeah, I agree. But then my worry is that are they going to brush that under the carpet and say, oh, we've got him for this now? Do you know what I mean? But the footage did come out today. I'm going to see if I can find it. Just give me a minute. Joe Biden was at some sort of pride event. There was a man in a dress next to him. It was all very bizarre. And he like glitched or something. Let's see if I can find it now. Hold on. Just see if I can find this video. It was like in a freeze. It was so bizarre. It was like just animated. Let me see if I can find the video. Told you, I'm running behind. Here it is here. You couldn't make this shit up, could you? You couldn't make this shit up. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. The thing is, people saying, oh, we should feel sorry for him, make us feel bad for laughing at him. He's bloody president and he's very evil. Hello, Unicorn. Hello, Jeffrey. So he appears to freeze for several seconds. It comes after Donald Trump's teleprompter. Right. It comes after Donald Trump's teleprompter failed at a rally in Vegas, sending the former president into a bizarre rant about shark attacks. What? I didn't know about that. Okay, now this guy here is a man in a dress with a beard. I think he's I don't know what he is. Hello, by the way, Ann City Farms. Okay, here we go. Look. Almost a minute. The fuck? Sorry for swearing.
Even if you short a couple credit hours, you can.
That's not the same person.
She knows,
okay.
She knows so long as she was denied.
Freedom
can never be secured.
A
decades-long march brought her here to the White House when she stood by my side as I signed the June.
So let's watch this again, guys. Okay. So there's a guy here. They're not showing the whole video, but there's another man down here, a man in a beard in a dress. It's so bizarre. I don't know what sort of event this was, but it's just not. You're right, Gizmo. You're watching the birdies. Birdies, mama.
Here we got some HBCU grads.
Like, does anybody else think that this isn't the same person? Is it just me?
Even if you short a couple credit hours.
Oh shit! Started it again. Sorry, my mistake. No, that there looks different. It won't let me freeze it to the person a minute ago.
She knows so long as she was.
Sorry? What now?
Can never be secured. The decades-long march.
Yeah, I am just speechless that this guy, they want to get him in again. I just can't get my head around it. I just, hello, Brum Vixen, darling. It does look different, doesn't he, Furry? I think we are on Biden number 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. So I'm going to try and find this Trump thing about the shark attacks, but I'll be there in a sec looking at that. So he appeared to freeze for several seconds. Now, it was nearly a minute. Come on now. Before briefly stumbling on his words at an event. Even the mainstream media can't deny this anymore. High tone. It says here, he stood motionless while people cheered around him at a concert on the White House lawn on Monday. When he later gave a speech about Juneteenth. What the fuck? What's Juneteenth? For which there is a federal holiday. Okay, next week. They have a lot of holidays in America, don't they? Hello, Pika. He stumbled through a few words that are difficult to understand on audio. And then it talks about, they can't talk about one without the other, especially Sky News. They've got to get a dig in at Trump. And then they're talking about Trump. So I'm going to have a quick look and see if I can find this thing. Hang on. Talking about a shark attack. Apparently, in attack on clean energy, Trump discussed his concern. Let me just have a quick look at something. Right, so when it's Joe Biden, it's Joe Biden, but when it's Donald Trump, it's just Trump. Okay, interesting. His concern that electric boats' weight could make them prone to sinking. What would happen if the boat sank from its weight and you're in the boat and you have this tremendously powerful battery and the battery is now underwater and there's a shark that's approximately 10 yards over there? Now, they're saying that the teleprompter went wrong. I don't know. I need to try and find the video of that. Let me just see if I can find the video. Anybody know what I'm talking about? How you doing, everybody? Hello, Darren. I genuinely don't think it's the same Biden. I've always said this. His inauguration was done without any public there. It was very Chinese style. They blamed it on the old plague. I don't know. Hello, Kaz. How you doing, love? Hello, close to 7, the Pink Ninja. How you doing? It was really, really bizarre. Let me just see if I can find this shark thing. Hang on. See, I got some of these stories ready, but then I had a bit of an issue with something that the child had an issue. That isn't the dog screaming, that's the fridge, by the way. I always think it's the dog. Okay, what's this now? Weird rant about sharks. Let's see if we can get this up. We're going to get some ads by the looks of it. Okay, let's wait for the ads. I want to know what this is about. Now, if there is someone messing about with his teleprompter, then I thought that Donald Trump didn't even need one. So that's quite surprising. Yeah, here it is here. Oh, shit, you can't see it. Sorry.
Battery's now underwater.
My mistake.
And there's a shark that's approximately
Start
10
this
yards
again.
over
Sorry.
there. Because of MIT, my relationship to MIT, very smart. He goes, I say, what would happen if the boat sank from its weight and you're in the boat and you have this tremendously powerful battery and the battery's now underwater and there's a shark that's approximately 10 yards over there. By the way, a lot of shark attacks lately. Do you notice that? A lot of shark. I watched some guys justifying it today. Well, they weren't.
Right, hang on a minute. How do we know that this is a teleprompter gone wrong? You might have just been talking about bloody shark attacks. If you're in a boat and it doesn't weigh very much and he's talking about the weight of it, then surely a shark attack is a real thing if your boat sinks. I don't know.
Really that angry. They bit off the young lady's leg because of the fact that they were not hungry, but they misunderstood who she was. These people are crazy. He said there's no problem with sharks. They just didn't really understand a young woman swimming now really got decimated, and other people too. A lot of shark attacks. So I said,
I'm lost now.
So there's a shark 10 yards away from the boat, 10 yards. Or here, do I get electrocuted if the boat is sinking, water goes over the battery, the boat is sinking? Do I stay on top of the boat and get electrocuted? Or do I jump over by the shark and not get electrocuted? Because I will tell you, he didn't know the answer. He said, nobody's ever asked me that question. I said, I think it's a good question. I think there's a lot of electric current coming through that water. But you know what I'd do if there was a shark or you get electrocuted? I'll take electrocution every single time. I'm not getting near the shark.
I'm lost. Okay, that was horrendous. I don't understand what he was talking, but no, he wasn't actually saying anything. These lot look rather confused as well, don't they? I'm hoping he's got glasses on and he hasn't got laser eyes, because he don't even look bloody human, does he? Look at him. I've got to do my old screenshot here if I can work out how to do it again. You know what I'm like with these screenshots. I'm crap at them. Right. I hope to God that is just glasses. We're going to find out now. Got to stop to do my screenshot, guys. I've got to stop to do my screenshot. You know what I'm like, my screenshots. The fuck? I'm hoping that that's glasses and some Tipex teeth. He looks possessed. What the hell? It looks like he's glowing. Like, if fair enough, he might have glasses on, but what's this? He's reptilian, yeah? What's this about? That ain't normal. Like, fair enough, he might have glasses on. That could be a lens flare, but fucking hell. I just spotted it. I was like, you know, when something stands out to you. Very bizarre, very strange. Anyway, moving on. So, yeah, so Trump apparently, his teleprompter went and his turkey teeth. Tommy Robinson turkey teeth, Tipex teeth. That's really bizarre, isn't it? It is really strange. Really, really bizarre. Let's just see what he does. When does he move?
So we're going to end that. We're going to end it for boats.
I think it was just his glasses, but he has got turkey teeth, yeah. So I'm not quite sure what that was about with President Trump there, but that was a bit bizarre. So his teleprompter went and he was talking about shark attacks. So yeah, so I don't know when the sentencing is going to be, but someone just was it Ann City Farms to be looking at July for Hunter Biden. I want to know when on earth they're going to start talking about that laptop, because there's so much going on that no one's talking about. I wonder if it's the same. I wonder if it's Tommy, same actor. Really bizarre. Anyway, hello. I can't see Solid Snake. Oh, hello, Solid Snake. How you doing? Right then. Anyone that, if you don't know what's happened today, now we had the milkshake gate. Now the milkshake gate with Nigel Farage last night. Do you know that girl who did that, the OnlyFans model? Do you know she made £40,000 in a week off the back of that? She got an extra like 20,000 subscribers. Penny, is it true that Phil? Yeah, I've heard that as well. We're going to be looking into that as well. Filthy Phil is looking at coming back to This Morning. I haven't got the article. I've heard it, but I do want to try and find the article as well. I might just make a quick video on that because I've not got that planned. But yeah, so it's become a thing where you throw stuff at Farage and you get famous. It just seems that way, doesn't it? So this happened today again, and he was in South Yorkshire. The Reform leader was in South Yorkshire, and he was on the battle bus, as you do. He actually bought a battle bus, unlike Tommy Robinson, who just took money for it and never bought it. But anyway, well, he got it given to him. And he's doing his thing. And first of all, he got a cup thrown at him, which I suspect an empty coffee cup is not going to fly through the air. So I'm guessing it was full of something, and I can imagine what. And then he threw rubble. So let's have a look at this. Okay. Then watch this. He goes over to this here, which has got like rubble in it. The school kids here as well, look. This scumbag goes over to this, picks it up, it's like a brick or something. Watch. Let's watch this again. What a knobhead. Okay, so that's there. What's that on his head? Now that is rubble or something. Now, well done to the police. If this was in London, the police could have just let him go, but no. Big up the police. There he is, a scumbag. So I just want to say, well done to the police for actually chasing him down. Because, you know, if that was London, in Cairns, London, it would have loved the police. The police would have loved it. They would have stood there and let it continue. And whether you like Farage or not, right? We are supposed to be. You're right, Mo. We are supposed to be. I know, sympathetically. We're supposed to be in a democracy. We, you know, we're allowed to have a different opinion. And I was saying this earlier to Al. My thoughts on this is the left, the wokey left liberal lot have had it their own way for too long now. And now that somebody with a different opinion to them, with some backbone, is coming along and actually saying a different to them, they can't handle it. They cannot handle it. This wouldn't have happened 4 or 5 years ago. It wouldn't have happened. I know, Debs, it's shocking, isn't it? Whether it was set up or not, I don't know. You know, I don't know. I personally don't think it was. He did look pretty shocked. Hello, John. Is he on OnlyFans? I don't know, but the OnlyFans model has made 40 grand last week in new subscribers. Civilization. Yeah, this is the thing. They've had it their own way for far too long now, right? And all of the politicians on both sides have just backed down to all of the lefties, all of the woke stuff, and they cannot cope with another opinion. And now someone's come along and said different to what they want, because even the conservative, there's nothing conservative about the Conservative Party in this country. They agree with everything that the wokies do and the lefties do. And hello, Jennifer Love. And it's just become, why haven't you got a wrench? I wonder if it must have been the Curious Bunny I gave you one on. Let me just give you a managing mod. Hello, Jen Love. Every time I see your name now, all I hear in my head is Jennifer, don't run tomorrow. Yeah, he's got Ballsborough Vixen, whether you like him or not. So that they cannot cope now. They're going into meltdown. They're resorting to violence, and this is what they do. This is just something that they do. And when they can't do the name calling, and you just ignore them. That is how you ignore these idiots, right? If someone keeps pushing you for a response, you ignore them. And then if you keep ignoring them and you don't react, they start getting violent. And that's exactly what's happened here. Now, they expect him to back down now and not do this again, because they don't want him to have support. They are literally toddlers. Hello, Louise, my love. They are literally toddlers in adult bodies. That's what these people are now. And unfortunately, it's trickling over. It's not just the left now, you know. It's just become a thing what people can't cope. Hang on a minute. I've lost the remote. Just give me a sec. 1 sec. TV is going to turn on to standby, and if I don't press a button quick and I can't find the remote, God's sake, there it is. I bought a blue cover for it to try and make me be able to see it better than a black cover, and then I'll put a blue blanket on the bed, so now it matches the blue blanket, and I still can't bloody find it. Okay, so the Reform leader posted the video on Twitter today. They're still calling it X, formerly Twitter. When's that going to end, right? Just call it whatever now, but stop saying formerly Twitter. It's ridiculous. Which appeared to show objects being thrown at him while he was on top of the bus. It is not clear exactly what objects are. One of them appears to be a takeaway cup. I would say there's probably piddle in it, in my opinion. Something is got to be in there for it to move. Or rocks, possibly rocks. And then it says another video of the incident from a different angle appears to show two objects missing Farage, with one hitting the side of the bus. Police, South Yorkshire Police, big up South Yorkshire Police, arrested a 28-year-old man on suspicion of public order offences. He didn't look 28, did he? He looked really old. Blimey, he had a hard life if he's 28. It is believed the man threw objects from a nearby construction area. I will not be bullied or cowed by a violent left-wing mob who hate our country, says Nigel Farage. These people want to stop my election campaign. That's never going to happen. And then the video showed a man in a red coat throwing objects. He was arrested. So he's in custody at the moment, this guy. Whether he's going to come out and be an OnlyFans model, I don't know. It could be a case of, do you remember the other day when that woman threw the milkshake, that girl? They said that somebody else got arrested, didn't they? A man for, what was it, attacking an emergency worker. Maybe it's the same one. These people just follow him around. It's really sad. So it says here, the incident happened as a crowd of stand up to racism. You couldn't make this shit up. protesters interrupted him. This country is insane. Stand Up to Racism are the same people that are supporting the mob every single Saturday, who are making Jewish people not be able to leave their house because they're scared, and they've got the police telling Jewish people, don't look too Jewish because you'll get attacked. You just couldn't make this shit up. The world's gone backwards. We're living in the upside down, folks. It's really bizarre. It really is bizarre. Hate not hope, a hope not no. Hope not hate, a hate not hope. It's all backwards. No matter what you think about Gaza, and I think personally that Netanyahu is going to be gone soon because his chief has just gone as well, hasn't he? You know, his chief in whatever you want to call it, chief, what's it, war type person. He's gone. He's going to be gone soon, in my opinion. Anyway, and do you know what? The government in Israel are very, very far right as well. I don't know if you're aware of this. And you wouldn't think it, would you? Because they're Jews, you think of them as being anti-Nazi. Anyway, the world's gone nuts. Hello, Ellen, my love. How you doing, sweetheart? Okay, I've just got out the shower, so I've got a towel on my head. Hi, Stephen Hart. Good to see you. Hello, everybody. Please hit the like or the dislike. Farage survived a plane crash. What's a cup of exactly, Solid Snake. So he'd been touring Barnsley, and had just left Hoyland, where he had a warmer welcome. He called in at a beautician's and posed with staff while joking about having his nails painted. He also spoke with shoppers while standing at a market stall selling eggs. Joked that after being covered in a milkshake last week, he did not want eggs to be the next thing thrown at him. So where does this end, you know? And Al was saying to me earlier, he said, look, after what happened with John Prescott on the egg and then he decked the bloke, they should change the law so that you get a much harsher sentence if you're going to be violent against a politician. But then I sort of said, well, hang on a minute, there's already laws against violence. So they shouldn't need to enforce new laws. They should just enforce the laws that are already there. But they don't. That's the problem. They just don't enforce them. So as you can see, there's been a lot going on, which is why I went live. Let me just get some more stories up. There was another story that came up as well about Nigel Farage. Just see what this is. Nigel Farage apparently is planning on getting the bankers back for what? Let me just get this story up. Hold on. Just get rid of that. How are we all doing, by the way? Please hit the like if you enjoy the content, dislike if you don't, or don't do anything if you're in the middle. All I say is if you don't like the channel, you don't like the content, don't watch, you know. I'll never understand. They are, aren't they, Rose Love? I'll never understand hate watching. Look up Sunderland. I can't. That bloody heart's in the way on my phone. Power cut. My Lib Dem councillor was nearly run over by a Labour candidate. Wow. Hello, Finola, my love. How you doing, sweetheart? Welcome in, everybody. Apparently, it says here, Nigel Farage eyes debanking revenge with plan to hit bank profits. Now, this is the thing, you see. You got like this is how upside down we've gone now. You've got the left, who were traditionally anti bankers, anti capitalism, anti corporation, working with the corporations. The corporations do all this pride stuff and the virtue signalling, and then the left love it. And then you've got the right, who are traditionally, capitalists and all for big business, standing up to big business. It's gone backwards, hasn't it? Hello, me, my love. How you doing, sweetheart? So Nigel Farage says that Reform UK thinks it can raise up to 40 billion to fund tax cuts by treating the quantitative easing reserves differently. I've seen this yesterday in a speech. I'm not going to go into it too much because it is quite complicated, because Richard Tice did a press conference yesterday with Nigel Farage. But basically, what Nigel Farage is going for the bankers if Reform get in. Now we know they're not going to get in. That's a whole new show. I think we'd have to do I think we'll do a show closer to the general election, maybe in like a week or two. I think we should do a show on how the system works in this country. Hello, Sid. They turned it back on. Sid, look, my brummy bestie. How you doing, mate? Big up, Sid. I think if you guys want it, we can do a show on how in this country we use the first past the post system and how unfair it is, right? And how they need to bring in proportional representation. So basically, Reform might only get, according to the pollsters, they're only going to get one seat, if that. I am a member, and they did ask me to get involved last year. They invited me to this meeting. They wanted me to be something. I can't remember what it was now, like a local type organizer, but I didn't end up doing it because I said I haven't got time. Maybe in 5-10 years, when Jack's older and things are settled down, I might possibly look into standing and, well, not even that, just doing some work for them. Going back to this though, I do think that a lot of people don't understand that because people just aren't interested in politics, right? And the only time they're interested in politics is when something comes up like Brexit or a general election. And what people don't seem to realise is the system in this country is literally centred on two parties, and that is it, right? Oh, guys, that is it. It's centred on two parties. And until we get rid of this ridiculously old system, we're never going to get anybody. Yeah, Nini for P. We're never going to get anybody else in. The only way Reform are going to do well is if they can force the Conservatives out of opposition. Now, the reason why Reform won't get that many seats, if any, I'm hoping I'm wrong, right, is it goes on constituencies. So you can have a constituency with, I don't know, 40,000 people in, or you can have a constituency with 10,000 people in. And the bigger constituency, you could have 20,000 people vote for Reform. It can be done. Hello, Richard Butler. Okay. You can have the 10,000 one, could only get 6,000. Do you get what I'm saying? But then the one with the most votes doesn't win. It's the size of the constituency. So you've got MPs that are sitting on a tiny little constituency, or you've got MPs that are sat on a massive constituency. It's all wrong. It should be done fairly. It should go on every single vote counts. That's what they should do. They need to bring in proportional representation. Yeah, you're going to end up with 3 or 4 parties in, but that's probably better. Hung Parliament is probably better than this crap at the moment. Every party, every vote should count. Every single vote. It's like when Farage won before, when he was doing the Brexit party. They got more votes than the Liberal Democrats, but the Liberal Democrats got like 30 MPs. How does that work? So we will be doing stuff like that. We will be getting close. As we get closer to the general election, right, I'll do a little bit more on it, okay? This is a news show, so my brain isn't really in that sort of mode. But we will be breaking it down a bit because I've been following politics for decades. Sort of my thing, Curtains. Hi, Lula. It's sort of my thing, but I'm doing a news show, so my brain isn't in that politics mode. I try not to talk about politics too much because it's so divisive and it causes so many arguments. And I hate to death. I hate all the arguments. But now we're getting up to a general election. I think it's about time that we started talking about it, at least for the next 5, then for 5 years. We'll leave it alone. Hi, Devon. How you doing? Thank you, Richard. Thank you. His other leg's gone as well. It's such a shame. Okay, right. So we'll see what else is going on in the news. There's been quite a bit happening, which is why I was going to do a curious news tonight, and then I seen all the weird news. I seen all this other news, and I thought, well, let's cover what else is going on, because there does seem to be a lot happening. Right, just bear with me a sec. Welcome in, everybody. If you're watching, I appreciate you. I appreciate all the live viewers. Big up the replay crew. If you're watching on the replay, thanks for being here. We're having a little quick look at the news, see what's going on. There's lots and lots of strangeness going on. We're now going to find the latest on Michael Mosley, the TV doctor. This is getting more bizarre and more bizarre by the moment. Hello, Dr. Jane West. Of Labour found them. Exactly. Oh, the bells are going nuts. Don't know if you can hear them. It's the end now. It's a crescendo. We'll be back next week with them. All right. It's not every day that Farage gets thrown with rubble and Hunter Biden gets found guilty, is he? I forgot it was Tuesday, to be honest. I didn't forget. I forgot it was Bell night when I set this up. I did used to occasionally do a Sunday morning one with the bells, but most of the time I can't be bothered to sit outside at 10:30 on a Sunday morning and listen to the bells. Okay. Now, getting proper messy. Love the way Penny says things. Well, thank you very much. When I do my news shows, I tend to bring you the news and give my own spin. Some people might not agree with this. Oh, is that his body? This is quite depressing, isn't it? This story is so bizarre. Do you know that he did an article recently? What was it now? And he said people should be going for walks to get some of the things. None of this adds up, right? He was actually saying about going for walks in the sun just before he died. I might be wrong, but I've been reading. I went on to Reddit last night. I tried to stay away from Reddit, but occasionally you can find little bits in there. And somebody was saying that he was apparently working on some sort of expose on Big Pharma. Now, I don't know how true it is. I've not found any evidence of this. Okay, so take it with a pinch of salt. Most of the things on Reddit are bullshit, but there are some genuine things on there, right? But I do not believe for 1 minute that this doctor went for a walk in the mid-afternoon heat with no water and no mobile phone. It's just bollocks. And they reckon now they missed his body 5 times. A helicopter went over him 5 times and didn't notice him. And also, he was found with his legs up in the air. Hello, North Country Girl. I've just seen your friend's request on Instagram. Just reply, my love. Yeah, that's what they said. His legs were up the wall or something. So there's a video here. Yeah, he did an interview saying he didn't want to die early. They bumped him off, in my opinion, straight away. Take care, Lulu, love. Off, got to run. Leave a... Oh, well, thank you, my darling. I think he's been bumped off, Stephen. As soon as they found him, you see, do you know what I genuinely thought? They were never going to find him, or like a few months down the line, like that Julian Sands, which we need to do a deep dive on because that has been covered up as well. So, now he was Jennifer Wilson. He was up their ass, and he was pushing the old prickaroo, right? But I read last night, yeah, his wife was a GP apparently, or is a GP. He was all over the old prick, but I read last night that he was doing some sort of expose on them because he'd been so deep in with them that he found something out, and he was working. I don't know how true it is. Again, just because someone telling, yeah, here we go. Tony says, he began telling people that the either, we can't say the word because YouTube don't like it, works. Do we have any proof of that? Do we have any articles? How do we know this is the question. So there's a video here.
CCTV has shown the final moment that Dr. Michael Mosley was sighted before his body was sadly found. We know he came
And the CCTV as well that were like following him. It's so bizarre.
to the island of Simi in Greece with his wife for a holiday. He arrived on Tuesday, but the next day on Wednesday he was reported missing. He'd gone to the beach.
What a bizarre. Is that supposed to be a microphone? How bizarre. It's trying to look like Niniwig.
And left by himself at 1:30 to walk home. He hadn't got his phone with him. He had maybe one bottle of water. But 6 hours later, his wife Claire reported him missing because he'd failed to return home. The CCTV released today shows him walking through Peddy with an umbrella for shade. We already knew he walked through Peddy.
How do we know that that's him, though? We just, hello, Trump said, how do we know that's him? It could be anybody underneath that umbrella.
It's similar to other CCTV that we.
Who is this guy that the Sun are using? It's bloody awful. Honestly, Niniwe could do better report than this.
But it's the moment which, just before he went through quite a difficult mountainous walking path,
Oh my
which
God.
he was up there for around an hour, 45 minutes before he was later found at Agia Marina, which is a beach resort. He was found just outside the barbed wire fence wall perimeter, 90 seconds from safety shelter.
90 seconds from safety. You couldn't make this shit up. They tried to say that he'd gone off to sea and that he'd fell down this, he'd slipped off this cliff. And now we found out that he's found at the side of a pub behind a wall with his legs up in the air. Oh, come on. This is, they're taking the piss, man.
And water and other people.
I'm sorry, mate. Don't give up your day job. I don't mean to be rude, but bloody hell. Niniwe could have squeaked his way through that far better. Does anyone know how we got type 2? Hello, Julius. Does anyone know how this man who looks really thin and healthy got type 2 diabetes? It's a joke, and it's Space Cat. It says here, he made an interview where he said, "You're right, Mo. Oh, my baby. My Bobo. Oh, both legs have gone." So the health guru who went for a walk, they said he didn't have any water. Now they're saying that he did have one bottle of water. Yeah, his wife is a GP, apparently. So they're saying here that he went for this walk. Look at this. And then they're saying that he took a wrong turn, right? Hang on, let me just try and work this out here. New CCTV footage shows that him approached the edge of the bar. Okay? So they're saying that he took a wrong turn. I don't understand. So he come down here, he walked all the way down here, right? And then he was literally, right, rucksack, look at this here. The rucksack was found 20 foot from the body. What's that about? Why was the rucksack 20 foot from the body? This doesn't make any sense. Now, the other thing is, did he have a heart attack from the old prickaroo? That is a serious question, and that is very highly likely, I find this really strange. And do you know what else I find strange? And I don't know whether people have picked up on this. He's a virtual note. Like, unless you watch the TV, you won't know who he is, right? We don't know, lovely jubbly, right? Now, why the wall-to-wall coverage on this as well? You got to wonder why there was it's like the Nicola Bully case. It was everywhere. Now, the Julian Sands, he was an actor. I'd say he was bigger than this guy. This guy's just on, like, I don't watch the BBC and This Morning. And I think I'd probably seen him on a clip somewhere once. I didn't really know who he was because I don't watch that. But he's a relative nobody. And he had wall-to-wall coverage. And I'm telling you, it was like they were setting up for something. And you know, when I did the last news show the other day, I don't know whether you noticed something that I mentioned. They came on the news on the Saturday and they actually said, which I thought was really bizarre, the conspiracy theories are already out there. This was before they even found the guy. We need to shut down the conspiracy theories. And I actually said at the time on my news show, what conspiracy theories? Has anybody heard about this conspiracy theory? None of yous knew. I looked on Reddit, I looked on Twitter, I looked on Insta. Could I find any conspiracy theories? No. So they were preempting the conspiracy theories. They wanted conspiracy theories because they know that something's going to come out here, so that when it does come out, they can say, we warned you about the conspiracy theories. It's not true. I'm telling you, they're setting us up for something here and people are falling for it. Something's going on. Something is definitely going on, in my opinion. They want us to think something that it's not. And it most likely is he probably had a heart attack to do with the old prickaroo. That's what I think. I don't know. Truth is conspiracy. Yeah. I think that some people are looking for things that aren't there. It might be that he was bumped off. I don't know. Hello, that girl. Yeah, he was on GB News. He was going, the conspiracy theories are already out there. And I was saying to you lot, does anyone know what these conspiracy theories are? I want to know them. Poison dart. Yeah, Mouse Nation. Good point. Yeah, Bex. Big up Bex as well. Bex found a hedgehog last night. She messaged me. There was a hedgehog on her driveway. And then she took a video. Hello, Joe, love. Hunter Biden's been found guilty, Joe. He's been found guilty of lying about his drug use and illegally buying a gun. His sentencing hasn't happened yet, though. He's been found guilty. But we have covered that at the beginning. But, yeah. We're now on to the Michael Mosley, the latest on the Michael Mosley. So, do you know what else I found bizarre? His autopsy was done that night and the report was done. Now, how long do we have to wait for an autopsy usually? Days, weeks, months, years? Yeah, Bex has got a hedgehog. So she went out today and bought a hedgehog house and food and a bowl. How lovely. And I said to her, I said, right, I sent a load of stuff from Amazon. I said, you need to order this, this and this. And she went to bloody B&M today. What a star. And went out and got it all. So if he doesn't come straight away, Bex, keep going with it. You want a water bowl and a food bowl. So if you need 2 bowls or 2 something, forgot to say. If you haven't got another bowl, just put some sort of really, if you got like a dish for your cat's milk, a really low dish for the water, they'll come. They might not come straight away. Build it and they will come. Okay, so back onto this. I'm just finishing my tea. I won't be set. Yeah, big up to Bex for the hedgehogs. Amanda asks a very good question. I'm going to have a look now, darling. I'm just finishing my tea. Wishy-washy wants to halve immigration. Haven't we heard this before, folks? Yeah, this is the Dr. Michael Mosley. So we're just having a quick gander here at this map that's been put up. So it says here, right, Dr. Mosley took a wrong turn on his return to Simi Town. So is this where I want to know where was his hotel? This is where he was found, right? I think, is this where his hotel is? And apparently he took a wrong turn. I don't know where this wrong turn is, but he was found. His rucksack was found 20 foot from the body. So his rucksack's here. So that to me indicates that he dropped it on his way. And it was found behind a fence at the side of some bar. Now you've got to wonder, they were putting the rubbish out when they found him. So what are they saying? For the last 5 days before that, they never put any rubbish out. Do you know what I mean? Let me just close. How'd you close this now? I'm so crap at this stuff. Honestly, you can tell that I don't use this laptop. I only use it for YouTube. Let me just get rid of this map. Hold on a sec. Right, okay. Having a towel on my head for ages. It's irritating, isn't it? So Dr. Mosley told the Telegraph just in April that his dad, Bill, hadn't seen his grandkids grow up, adding, "That's not a road I want to go down." The thing is, though, why would you eat tapeworms and stuff and do all these stupid stunts if you want to live long? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's just stupid. Like, yeah. But we're going to be looking. Do you know what? Just going back to what Amanda's just said. Look at this. Now we can't see the rucksack because he's got the umbrella on.
CCTV has shown the final moment that Dr. Michael Mosley was sighted before his body was sadly found. We know he came.
We can't see because conveniently they've put this umbrella over him. So in what appears to be his last interview, my dad, when he retired, basically sat on the sofa and watched sport, and that was incredibly bad for him. That's just silly. You should be able to chill out when you retire. So it says here, when my GP told me I should start medication, it shouldn't have been a shock because my dad had developed diabetes around the same age. I'm 67. A lot of my mates are now retired, he said in his last interview in the Telegraph. This was. Right, grainy video showed the TV doc making his way towards the wall between the hills and the beach before sinking to the ground. Hang on a minute, what's this here? Right, final steps. It's that guy again. This has got a warning on it.
Day yesterday when Dr. Michael Mosley's body was found here on Agia Marina in the island of Simi in Greece. He was found just over in that spot behind me. I was over there at the time.
So we've watched this, haven't we? Okay, we've watched this. Let me just see if they show the CCTV.
There with my. We later peered over and saw Dr. Michael Mosley's body, and at that point you just freeze. It was an incredibly traumatic day yesterday when Dr. Michael Mosley's body.
Trying to see where his body was found, making his way towards the wall in the spot before sinking to the ground. Having left his phone at home, he had previously spoken out about the benefits of being present in the moment without them. I'm sorry, but there's present in the moment and not having your phone when you've got family time. But there's also being sensible and taking your phone out when you're going for a walk in 40-odd degree heat. So they're saying here he was just a 90-second walk away from help as he came within reach of the bar. I find it strange that the autopsy was done so soon as well. That was mega fast. I don't know what you guys think, but I don't know. This story is so bizarre. It just doesn't add up. I don't know what you guys say. Again, it could literally be a case of is that, you know, how many pricks did he have? Do we know? I'm surprised he had them, because surely, like, from what I've been reading anyway, he was against all this medication, and he treated his diabetes himself. So why on earth would he do that? So his cause of death has been revealed as well. Yeah, so his cause of death was revealed yesterday. Let me just get this up. Just give me a sec. Right, so they've already ruled out a criminal act, according to this. So his autopsy was done the same day. This is what I don't get. It was done so quickly. Right, I'm getting a bit cold now. Let me just put a hoodie on. Hold on. Right. So he vanished while taking a walk. 130 people here. Is Paz here? I can't see. Let's have a look at the chat. Where? Oh, hello. Hello, Pat. He was really into the leg. Yeah, it was that girl, but I keep on hearing. I'm just catching the odd bit of chat. Hi, Jill. We've covered Hunter Biden. We've covered Nigel Farage being bricked. And now we're just looking at the autopsy results are in. Okay, which I find really fast. Maybe, but I've been told that our people were there as well. British people were there. I don't know. Hello, MK Ultralove. Right, okay, so the post-mortem results have confirmed the exact time that the star died and rules out criminal act. Hello, Wazzy, how you doing, mate? Now, apparently, we're going to have a look into the autopsy results now, but apparently there was no... oh, hang on a minute. If we got our first hedgehog visitor, pet detected on camera. Have we got a hedgehog? Do we have a hedgehog? Let's have a gander. Hello. Sorry, guys, I'm doing it again. Oh, sorry, I'm doing it again. I'm sorry. We've got a hedgehog here right now. Little Sonic is here. Blimey, AI's giving him a lot of worms. Right, I'm screen recording, guys, so I can put it up in a bit. So we have a hedgehog visitor right now. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted. So a coroner, they've already done the autopsy and they've ruled out a criminal act, apparently. I'm not seeing chat, by the way. I'm not looking at my phone because I'm recording a hedgehog. So they've ruled out a criminal act and apparently there's no marks on his body, right? So there's no marks of a fall or anything like that. He just dropped down dead. Okay. A coroner has found that Michael Mosley died after sitting down and passing out in extreme heat in Greece, 40-degree heat. And they've ruled out any criminal act. It says here that he was last seen on the island of Simi, where the 67-year-old was holidaying with his missus. He vanished after setting off for a walk alone around 1:30. I find that weird as well. Why would you go for a walk on your own holiday with your bird? You know, without your phone and that. It's really strange, isn't it? So the tragedy sparked several theories in his final hours. And now a coroner in Rhodes has reportedly confirmed that Michael Mosley died at 4 p.m, as if they could say the exact time. After he disappeared and appears to rule out any foul play. Now, again, I find this bizarre. It was done the same day and they've released it so fast as well. The Greek publication Pro Therma claims that the coroner believes that Dr. Mosley sat down with his hand on a nearby terrace, seemingly casting doubt on previous reports that he had fallen down a small cliff. But all these no one's asking the question. All these search crews. This is what I don't get. Well, why did no one see him? As if they wouldn't have looked behind a bloody fence. Do you know what I mean? Like they've got all these drones out and everything, and no one looked behind the fence next to the bar. What a stupid, doesn't make any sense. The post-mortem reportedly shows Dr. Mosley did not seem to have suffered any injuries that indicate criminal activity. Well, look, criminal activity isn't just beating somebody up, you know. The coroner concludes that the condition of his body has made it difficult to establish an exact cause of death. So basically, he just dropped down dead, is what they're saying. A police source told the Mirror that interim findings suggest it's impossible to determine the exact cause of death at this stage due to the advanced state of decomposition. Oh, that's horrible, isn't it? These poor kids. The way the body was positioned suggests that at first he sat down and then he died. There is no indication that he was hit by something on the head, for example, or that he collapsed whilst walking. The coroner, who has access to the CCTV footage in the Marina Resort, has said he died around 4 p.m. on Wednesday, the day he was reported missing. Footage shows him stumbling over the rocky terrain for several minutes before then falling out of view. I haven't seen that footage. I've seen him walking outside some bars. A cameraman found the body. Look, what's that about? The area is one of the hottest ones in the region, and the local temperature between Wednesday and Sunday was something north of 40 degrees Celsius. This hang on a minute. Okay. This accelerated the decomposition of the body. Wouldn't it have been, I'm not being really horrible, but wouldn't that have been smelly? Wouldn't somebody have noticed that? It's equivalent of being dead for 20 days indoors. The autopsy is finished, but the official report has not been filed yet. Coroner has let the police know of the findings, and this is where this information comes from. Huge search was launched last week involving police, firefighters with drones, Greek Red Cross workers, divers, a search dog, and a helicopter. So surely the search dogs would have picked up straight away. This is so bizarre. Let me just see what people are saying in the live chat. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? It would be very. I don't mean to be rude, but it would be smelly. Now, they had sniffer dogs. Now, surely, if his body had been there from the day he went missing, right, and he was next to a bar, there's people walking past. And what? Okay, fair enough. And what about the? This isn't it bizarre, Rose? And what about? Is Bridget here? I've missed. I'm not watching. I'm recording hedgehogs on my phone. You see, so I'm not seeing any chat on my phone. I've had to come back on my laptop to see what people are saying here. Police, I've missed that. I saw a report, remains of body decomposed. Where I saw a report, the remains were badly decomposed. Very strange. Who's 55 today? Oh, happy birthday. The smell would have been. Hello, Martin Clark. Happy birthday to our old MK Ultra, not old, young. Hello, Justine. Was the photos of the body? I haven't seen them. I don't want to see them either. Hello, Bridget, love. Yeah, happy birthday. I wonder if Ninniwig would sing to you. Right, I'm gonna leave the chat again because I can't. I'm gonna go back into this article, so I'm not ignoring you all. Yeah, really strange, Justine. Really strange. So. Can't get my head around this. So he was apparently found in I've been told, a sitting up position. They're saying here in the Telegraph that the heat killed him. You have to have a bloody account, don't you? Right, LBC. Aerial photos show how close Dr. Michael Mosley was to rescue, as autopsy suggests. Look how small this area is, though. Look, see. It was literally found in the bar bit here. Now, all of these drones and that, how could they not have found him? So far, I've recorded nearly 8 minutes of Sonic eating worms. Oh. Let me just turn the sound up so we can hear him crunching. Oh. Okay, right. What are people saying in chat? I just can't get my head around this. This doesn't add up, does it? It doesn't add up. So he was on his way down a rocky slope before falling out of view. Where's this footage of him walking down a rocky slope? I don't know. Anyway, well, obviously we're going to be keeping an eye on this, right? But they are saying that he died of natural causes. 67-year-olds do not die of natural causes, especially when they've done some of the things that he's done, like eating tapeworms and stuff. Natural causes, nothing to see here. Sudden death syndrome. Yeah. So I don't want to go too much into politics now because this isn't a politics stream, it's the news. But just to let you all know that old Sunak has he's had his manifestos come out today, and they're going to give you all this stuff. They're going to give you help to buy, tax help for the self-employed, tougher sentences and new prisons. They're going to be flying them off to Rwanda, and we're going to clear the backlog of all these millions of illegals that have come in. They're all working fighting age men, by the way. In 6 months, we're going to spend more on defence. We're going to give money to Ukraine, more money, an end to low quality degrees. So we're going to not go to university. Net zero without the green charges. So he's not scrapping net zero. He's going to cuts to welfare and civil service numbers. They're going to get rid of staff. 3 strikes warning for antisocial tenants. So if you're a knobhead, you'll get thrown out. New dentists for the NHS, cap on social care costs, a limit to legal migration. Bullshit. You're the one that's brought in all the Indians. 252,000 of them last year came in. So there you go. But I will be doing a little bit more on politics on a separate one. But there you go. It's all wonderful. Go and vote Conservative. You'll be saved. Not. Right. Stop now. Okay. Right, I can get into chat now. My fingers stop filming me, jog. Right. What are people saying in chat? I do want to do a little bit more politics. Good night, Brum Vixen. Sweet dreams. God bless. Good night. I've noticed penny beavers and bushes. Yeah, we do like beavers and bushes over here. And why not? Who doesn't like a beaver in a bush? Oh, my gardener was back last week. If you haven't seen, I've got a nice trimmed bush again. He's very good, you know. I can recommend him. He always leaves some wild bits as well for me insects. He's very good at that. But he has been around that what's its bush as well. What's his face? Robert Fuller. So he knows all about leaving stuff for things growing and stuff. Okay, so we're going to have a look at some more news now. So they're the 3 stories that I wanted to cover. Right, let me just see what else is going on. I am hearing rumours about Philip Schofield. I want to get some actual articles together. I'm the sort of person that, you guys know me, I like to have something to go by, even if it's just like an article or 2. So I'm being told about the Philip Schofield wants to come back, and I've read stuff, but I haven't actually seen any articles on it. So just bear with me. Once I can find something, I will be I'll probably do a video. I've lost something. Honestly, I'm terrible. I lose everything. I've lost something else now. Where's that gone now? Fucking hell. I'm terrible. I'm so bloody losing things. I've lost my hair stuff. I want to put this cream on my hair. Oh well, I have to just get frizzy hair. Right, where am I? Okay. So I find it the irony of what Keir Starmer is comparing the Tory manifesto to Jeremy Corbyn's when he supported it. But yeah, what we'll do, we'll get into this more. I'll do a politics show if you guys want one. So, and in other news today, these not Just Stop Oil, what are these called now? Look what they've done to King's Painting. What are these lot called now? Hang on, let me just find out what they it is. The animal people. Anyway, let's watch the video. This is that King's Painting. Animal Rising, that's it. They're always white. They're always posh looking. And they always look like they've just come out of university. Have you noticed that? They're always middle class. It's a class war. It is a class war. I can't believe I've lost this stuff for my hair. You know. Sorry, Gizmo. I've just woke the dog up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to roll that teddy bear at you. It was an accident. He's like, fuck off. Fucking hell's that gone now? How do I lose so many things? I'm sure it's that bloody Lucy ghost moving things around. I blame Paz. It's Paz's fault. Yeah, so this Animal Rising were basically they went and did this to the King's like, what has that got to do? This is what I don't get, right? What has the King's portrait got to do with RSPCA approved farms? So 2 zealots from Animal Rising defaced the painting in protest as his role as patron of the RSPCA at the centre of cruelty allegations. So what these people are saying is that the RSPCA, because they have these RSPCA funded farms, that, you know, these approved farms that the RSPCA do, because they have them, they're saying, hang on a minute, my hedgehog's, oh, he's gone for a walk. Right, hang on. I want to see if my other one's back. No, okay. Sorry, I'm back now. They say that none of us should eat cheese or drink milk. Now, I'm a vegetarian, right? I don't eat meat, I don't eat fish, and I don't eat eggs. Okay, but I'm not a vegan. Now, I keep being told that milk and cheese and all that is really, really evil. I don't know how true this is, but where does this end? You know, where does it end? I wonder where their clothes were made. I bet they were made in sweatshops in bloody China. You know, cruelty to sausages. So one with a man bun was, oh, they've always got to have a man bun, haven't they? Was filmed pasting over Charles's face with the grinning mug of Wallace, the hapless cheese-loving owner of Gromit, the dog. And then Queen Camilla once dubbed Wallace and Gromit her husband's favourite people in... Oh, my hedgehog's on the grass! Oh, my God, he's wandering around outside. Hang on a minute. This is so... No. The hedgehog, look, quick. Look. Sorry. Where's it? Have you opened the pen? Have you opened the pen? He's the one that threw the pen open. Have you opened the pen? Quick. Have you?
Yeah, it's all open. Yeah.
Okay. He's just wandering around the grass outside. It's broad daylight. Literally just like nonchalant wandering around. He's the one that threw the pen open. Sorry. I think he's woken up from that box. I don't know.
Well, there's food in there.
I don't know. Sorry, I got a bit excited then. I don't know. He's obviously he's come through the fence. One's just been there, net a load of food. He's going to come in now. Here he is. I looked out the window and it's still broad daylight and he's there wandering around the grass. They play with Gizmo's toys, you know. I'm not joking. They play with Gizmo's toys. I keep on hearing them squeaking. Sorry, I'm back now. I got a bit excited then, didn't I? I'm sorry. I know you can't see because I'm on my laptop. He's gone in now. No, I like my curtains open until it's dark. I like to watch because the birds are still coming out. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. Little bit excited there. If you haven't seen the short on my channel, he's the one that flung the gate open because Al forgot to open the gate and he flung it. It's really cool. Yeah, DJ Rockford, put some food out, hedgehog food, put a box out. Trust me, build it and they will come. Trust me. Okay. Oscar's about to climb onto the bed now. Oscar wants some food. It's all go here. I can't cope. Dandelion's there instructing him what to do. Dandelion's there telling Oscar, Oscar wants some food. Sorry about this, guys. I've told you before, it's terrible here. Honestly, I can't. It's all go. Children, animals, hedgehogs. So, serial eco-protesters Daniel Juniper and Ben Thomas struck at noon at the gallery near Buckingham Palace. Have they been arrested is the question. At the weekend, Animal Rising, an offshoot of Extinction Rebellion, alleged animal cruelty in 45 farms covered by the RSPCA assured a guarantee on animal welfare standards. Juniper said, with King Charles being such a fan of Wallace and Gromit, we couldn't think of a better way to draw attention. I don't know what you guys think of this. I just don't know what's going on. Do you guys eat cheese and drink milk? Good night, furry slippers, my love. Sweetie. Could I have another one, please? Thank you. That was so cute, that hedgehog running around the garden. It's so cute. Oh, it's all go. It is all go. Right, what's this now? Oh, Joe. Joe's just gifted. Did you mean to do that or did you mean to buy yourself one? You should have bought yourself one, love. Kathy won one. Ah. That kind. Thanks, Joe. Joe, you didn't buy yourself one, though, love. Forgot to buy yourself one. Okay, right. Let's get some more stories up. Just bear with me, folks. We're going to have a look what else is going on in the news. We're going to try and look at some non-stressful stuff. To be fair, there's been nothing horrific in this one. The other day, it was just... Shit. Why is that so loud? The other day, it was just like murders and all that stuff. And it is so depressing. It really is. You know, when it's just constant doom and gloom. Right. Seeing what else is going on in the news. We've had a Bigfoot capture. Okay. So I know we're on the wrong channel, but you know, why not? We've had a Bigfoot capture. Thank you, Joe. Kathy has just won a membership. Joe, have you got one on the other channel? You know this is a different channel. Ah, well, thank you. Ah, thank you, darling. I can give memberships, but at the moment, with all the weirdos, I don't want the weirdos getting one. Do you know what I mean? Right, a man spots Bigfoot and captures the best footage ever recorded. Again, this is the wrong channel for this, but do you know what? I don't care. It's a bit random. Here we go. Why are they always shaky? Have you noticed? Probably his mate in a suit. You're right, Gizmo. What am I looking? Oh, come on. Really? The night fairy, love. God bless. What's he doing? Here is where I pushed the record button by accident. The clip. What? What did that say? And the clip stopped. How can pushing the record button? Oh, he means he paused it. Bullshit. Oh. Ow. You're all right, Mo. I was just watching a silly man in a suit on the TV. Good night, Taylor. God bless. Hello, Big Chris. Big up, big up. What's he doing? Is he like molesting a tree or something? What am I looking at? Oh, is this old footage? It was in today's news. Tails. Yeah. What's he doing? What's he doing to the tree? Thank you. It looks like he's molesting the tree. He's put a hole in it. What was I watching the other night? We're talking about holes. Oh, yeah. Gen V. You don't want to know. That was me. Oh. Lana. I've just come on to look at some interesting, like different sort of news, and this came up. So this was apparently... where was this taken? Oh my God, they're doing it again. This was uploaded to YouTube in 2013. This is what they keep doing on these websites. They keep uploading stuff, and I think, oh, this is new. And it's not. Apologies about that, guys. I was a bit confused what was going on there. Sorry, I'm just reading some of the chat. I mean, the chat. Some of the weird news that is going on. Really, really bizarre news. Right, let's see what else is going on in the world. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know what was going on there with that tree. Yeah, has anybody watched what's it called? Gen V on Amazon. Is it Gen V? With the whole, yeah. If anyone's watched Gen V on Amazon Prime, you'll know what I'm talking about. Right, okay. Let me just get some more news up for you. What's trending today? So I don't know when we're going to be doing it. If we're going to be doing a phone-in on Friday night as well, guys. I need to see who's free. I think Underbelly said Wednesdays were better. But are people enjoying our phone-in shows? And I just think they should be done weekly or monthly. Just asking. Gen V's on Amazon Prime, and it's actually, what you call it? It's an offshoot of The Boys, and it's actually really, really good. Really good. So I'm just seeing what's going on in the news today, and if anything's going on, anything, you know, not depressing. There's so much crap going on, honestly. There's so much stupid news at the moment. Alison Hammond's lost 5 stone. How is this news? Kevin Spacey says he touched someone sexually when they didn't want him to. So now he's got off with it. He's admitting the weird stuff that he's done. What else have we got going on in the news? I'm just having a quick gander, and I'm not seeing much good at all. Let's have a gander and see what else is going on, shall we? Let's have a look in one of the red tops. King meets David Beckham, apparently. What else we got going on? Yeah, Kevin Spacey breaks down in tears as he's been forced to sell home. I know he got off with it, folks, but I think we all know that he's been up to no good. It's just a fact, isn't it? What he's been up to in Hollywood. Everybody knows. Oh, thank you, Space Cat. What are we on about? Is that fat drug? Smash your tallies, be happy. No, 1,000. I'm going to get my daughter there. Oh, good night, darling. Good night, Joe. I have been about, my love. I've been on the other channel. Disgraced actor Kevin Spacey breaks down in tears. This guy is so
Where
weird.
do you live now?
Oh, come on. He's an actor. Come on. Do we believe this?
Well, it's
Sure.
funny you asked that question, because this week, where I have been living in Baltimore, is being foreclosed on. My house is being sold at auction. Really? So I have to go back to Baltimore and put all my things in storage. Really? So the answer to that question is, I'm not quite sure where I'm going to live now, but I've been in Baltimore for since we started shooting House of Cards there. So how long is that? I moved there in 2012. So this has been your home for 12 years? Well, not this particular place, but this place has been my home and Evan and Lucy's home since 2016. Why is it being foreclosed? Because I can't pay the bills that I owe. Are you facing bankruptcy? Been a couple of times when I thought I was going to file, but we've managed to sort of...
That's a no then.
Dodge it.
So this is Kevin Spacey, who is an actor. Now, I don't know how he managed to get off with it. So legally, he got off with it. But I'm sorry, but if anyone has been following this guy for many, many years, you would have seen some of his Christmas shows, for example, where he talks about some really, really strange shit. He's a weirdo. Then there's this as well. You might have seen this in the news. I don't know, but this is apparently Britain's youngest killers since the Jamie Bolger. And I know I shouldn't say this, but how different the world is now since the Jamie Bolger killings. Back then, majority of the country was white. Now it's not. It's all gang violence. And, you know, it's a fact. It's not racist to say that most of the people, not all of them, going around with machetes and that in London, then they're not Indigenous. That isn't racist. That's just a fact. And he was stabbed. This boy was stabbed. Oh, this is in Birmingham, apparently. 12 years old. Apparently, he was a really nice boy. This is a group chat. Everyone's talking a bit about it. Literally everyone knows it is what it... What's this? Hang on. Where was this? It says it's in West Midlands. But every time I put the news on, it's always gangs, hoodies. Wolverhampton this was apparently. And something's got to be done about it. And under Khan, it's now become... Blurred out his face, look. Is that the killer? Yeah. One of the killers posed with a machete in the blurred out his face. If you look at what Khan has done in London, and not just London, obviously all over now, look at this. It's become, you can't stop and search someone who isn't white because they'll say it's racist. And look what's happened. And now it's this epidemic of gangs going around. And the country's fucked. This wouldn't be happening 30, 40 years ago. So it wouldn't be happening. Look at it. So this kid was murdered, stabbed to death at random in a park. 12 years old the killers were, and they can't even show them. But look at the Jamie Bolger killer. See, didn't I say to you before? Didn't I say to you? If that happened today, they would cover up their names and faces. If those two killers did that today, no one's talking about the fact that they're going around in gangs, and they're all listening to that drill music, and you can't stop and search them because they'll get called. The police get called racist. I don't understand why they're not showing them. But calls are growing for the boys, the youngest to be convicted since Jamie Bolger's 10-year-old killers, to be named. I think they should be named, and I think they should be shown. I can't believe how far we've come now that we are protecting killers. I know. And this boy was apparently a good boy as well. It says here it would expose the feral kids that they are. But this isn't a one-off. People are being stabbed all the time in major cities, London, Birmingham, Manchester. They're just feral. They are feral. Hello, little George. Apparently, he was slashed with a machete, punched and stamped on in an unprovoked attack in a park. The judge, Mrs. Justice Amanda Tipples, will consider naming his killers. I can't believe they've had to consider this. It should just be out there. But yeah, they admitted it in text messages. What the hell's that there? What was that then? This country's fucked, isn't it? It really is. I just don't know what to do. Like, all I'd say is that I worry sick about my son. And I think the best thing to do is to get out of this country. So is this that Bournemouth? I get mixed up Bournemouth and Barmouth. Right, okay. So this is that killing on the beach. It says here, beach killer. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. Nassin Sadi, 20, charged with murder. Oh, she was a mom. She was a mom, that girl, that 34-year-old? Oh my God, she had children. She was stabbed to death on the beach. It's been charged with murder. Again, was he even here legally? What's his name? Some crazy name. Oh, she was married to a woman? I'm confused. Right, well, maybe it was a homophobic killing then, but they're not going to talk about that, are they? They won't talk about that. Right, so a 20-year-old, what was his name again? Nassin Sadi murdered this woman who was married to another woman. Leanne Miles, age 38, was taken, and another one was taken to hospital. He has now been charged with murder. It could be a homophobic attack, but they won't talk about that. Because let's just admit this, the people we're importing in their countries where they come from, gay people aren't allowed. That's just a fact. Yeah, it's just, and it's not racist to state a fact. This is what pisses me off now. You can't even state a fact. That's so messed up it is now. There was something I was going to show you, actually. Let me just see if I can find it. Hang on. Oh, where's it gone now? I can't find it. Can't find it. So it says here, the matter's name is subject to extensive investigation. We consulted CPS. It's also important to stress should be no further commentary or sharing of information online or social media that could potentially prejudice these proceedings. So they're not going to say why it happened or anything. But you know what's going to happen now, don't you, right? It's going to go under the carpet and it will very quietly and subtly come out that it was a homophobic attack. Because the countries where these people are coming from, right, they would never walk, they would never see two women holding hands in the street. Yes, they were married, look. And it'll come out, it will when he gets sentenced and that, but it'll be done so far down the line that people have forgotten about it. It's like those 3 gay people who got killed in Reading. Those three gay men in a gay bar on a Saturday afternoon, minding their own business, and a legal immigrant, a legal immigrant walks up and murders three men because they're gay. That was the only reason. And you don't hear about it now. It was hardly mentioned. Now, if what they called a far right, inverted commas, if that happened, right, and he murdered three non-white people, can you imagine the absolute uproar? Do you know what I mean? The uproar, and it would be going on for years. Look now, right? Look at, they're still talking about the Stephen Lawrence case. Now, while that was a horrendous case, right, there's been other cases since then that have been the other way around, but no one talks about it. We don't have days for it. And everyone should be treated equally. A racist attack on a black person from a white person should be treated the same as the opposite way round. There's been white boys killed, beaten to death. There's that one in Scotland who was killed for being white. No one talks about it. It's all backwards. The world's gone mad. It's all backwards. Just everyone should be treated the same, no matter what colour you are. You can't have it one way and not the other. Right, okay. I'm just going to see what else is going on. The country's just an absolute joke, isn't it, really? Right, what's this now? Thug Life. Shocking moment. Wild mass brawl erupts in crowd at Park Life Festival. Cops arrest 52 revellers. Let's have a look at these revellers. Can't have music. They don't like it. They're all blurred out. Look, involving a dozen men clad in black. So this is the sort of stuff we're dealing with now. Where was this? Let's have a look. I've had to mute it because Park Life. Where's this? Heaton Park. Where's that? 52 arrests. I'm just trying to find out where this was. Where's the area? Oh, Greater Manchester. So 52 people arrested in Greater Manchester, just fighting. People just don't, they're not scared of the police. When we were kids, we were scared of the police. Do you remember what it was like to be scared of the police? Look at them. Welcome to 2024 in this country. This is at a bloody music concert. Why are they all dressed in black as well? This looks organised, doesn't it? Look, watch. You've got all of the... Watch my knee. Right. You've got all of the, like, what we would call the regular music people. And then you've got these, like, dressed in black.
Busting antagonisers, haven't they?
Yeah, look. None of them... Look, why are they all black? They're all black, dressed in black and black. Look. They're like these gangster people. Look. Why are they all... They're all dressed in black. They've all come in. There's normal people, festival goers in the shorts and that. You can tell that they're just festival people. All these lot have come in purposely dressed in black to come in and attack people for no reason. Look at them. What is the feral? Look at them. Well, I don't understand. Like, you can blur the faces out all you want, but this is a gang. Look, this is a gang. This is what I've been talking about. They've stopped stop and searches on non-white people because they don't want to be called racist. And now these are the people that are going around carrying knives and that, and they're not scared. They're just not scared. I just don't know what the hell this country's coming to. The force said in a press release that Park Life was a successful event. The 52 arrests unrelated to the brawl over the course. Oh, so the 52 arrests weren't those people. They were unrelated. So did they not arrest these people then? Like, disclosure there and rudimental. Good groups. Excuse me. I have no idea what that was, but that did look drug dealing, probably. Yeah. Why blur them out? Well, the thing. Hello, Herman the Tosser. The thing is, right, they'll say it's because if it goes to court and they show their faces, then it could end up messing up the court case. But these things never go to court, do they? I didn't see any reason for that. They're calling it a brawl. That wasn't a brawl. It was a coordinated attack. That wasn't a mass brawl. That was people, partygoers, being attacked by a group who came in dressed in black with hoods up so you couldn't see their faces, just attacking people for no reason. And this is why I wouldn't even go to a concert these days. No night, Saskia, darling. In other news as well, this little boy, they've confirmed it's his body. Do you remember when that little boy went missing? Was it in Leicestershire? Was it Leicester? Yeah, Leicester. 3 months ago. So a body has been found in the search for, I can't say his name because I don't want to try, but that little boy, 2 years old, he went missing near a river. They found his body. Even though it is absolutely horrendous to find his body, I think it would be even worse never finding his body. I don't know. I just don't. I can't even go there with losing a child. The toddler slipped into the river. Here we go. Just his dad leaping in to save him. How? Hang on a minute. If your child slipped in and your dad went in after him, I don't understand how the dad didn't either save him or see where he went. Yeah, you're right, and you can say goodbye. I can't imagine. I can't even imagine what them parents are going through, right? But they're not knowing. I can't even imagine. But then if they don't find the body, there's always that hope, even though it's tiny, you know. In the ongoing hunt to find him, which included specialist divers from Nicola Bully's investigation, which is that what's his face, workers in the Aylstone Meadows area of Leicester, where the youngster first went under the water and made the discovery on the 6th of June, but it has now been confirmed. You see, I did hear about this a few days ago, but I didn't do anything about it because it wasn't confirmed, and I didn't want to say it was him without confirmation, but it is him. So awful. I wonder how. I don't understand. I thought what had happened was that he'd wandered off and fell in. But if his dad jumped in after him, did his dad drown? Is his dad okay? And how did his dad not grab him or see where he went? I can't imagine. So. Just reading this now. I've got cops were first called to the River Soar in Aylstone Meadows at around 5 p.m. on Sunday, February the 18th. This doesn't, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because surely if his dad jumped in or anybody jumped in after him, you'd see where they went, wouldn't you? Good night, Cynthia. I'm ending this in a minute. I've been going for nearly 2 hours, blimey. Time flies. Oh God, this is awful. I don't understand. Despite the best efforts of people who were there, they're not able to find him. So his dad jumped in after him. I don't understand how his dad didn't grab him. All they want is him to be found as soon as possible, so at a time. So it's taken a long time as well to find him, hasn't it? That's so sad. But like you say, they can bury him, but I still can't even imagine. Cannot imagine. Don't bear thinking about. I'm just reading some of the thing here. They're not talking about, which I'm quite surprised. They're not talking about the Israeli thing. Let me just see if I can find a story on it. Hold on. It stepped down. It was a minister. This is I don't think he's been sacked. I think he stepped down. Oh, hang on. The defence, that's it. Let's see if I can get this up. Hang on. Right, so he's... Okay, this is Reuters. Israeli centrist minister. So remember that Netanyahu, I can't say his name properly, is a right wing. His centrist minister quits his government. It goes on. It's announced his resignation from Prime Minister's emergency government. This is what I'm saying. He's got this emergency government because of the war in Gaza. I'm correct if I'm wrong, but isn't this supposed... Hello, free speech. Well, they're going down now. I've lost like 2,000. It's gone nuts. It went nuts and it's gone down again. But hey, who cares, eh? Main thing is that we're still here and I could have 100 subs. And as long as the people that come here still keep coming, then who cares? Good night, everyone that's going to bed. We haven't even got Underbelly here, so I'm guessing that you're all telling the truth. Good night, Jennifer, love. It's free speech here. No, she's not here. Oh God, this is right. Free speech advocate isn't free speech. I know it's confusing. I can't see free speech. Benny Boohoo is a piece of shit. Who's that? I'm confused, guys. You guys confuse me in the chat. Okay, so he's gone. It will not pose the departure of a centrist party. So what they must have then in government in Israel, this emergency government is made up of different parties, which is similar to what happened with the Second World War with our government. I think Winston Churchill was, I think he was a conservative, but they had a coalition because it's a war. But with this government, I'm pretty sure that they were supposed to hold elections and they haven't. So he's quit. I think personally that they're going to go soon. I really do. Are you coming in now? I think that he's done for. I really do. He's a warmonger.
What kind of impact do you think Benny Gantz's departure might make on the Israeli Defense Forces strategy?
Well, Frederica, I'm not sure it'll change much in a material way in terms of the IDF strategy. I do, however, think that it will have significant impact on the Prime Minister's legitimacy, both domestically and internationally. As your correspondent said, the presence of Benny Gantz in the war cabinet had granted the cabinet that legitimacy, given it the sense of representing a national consensus. His departure makes that go away. And I think it is certainly likely, as your correspondent said, that the influence of the far-right ministers in Netanyahu's government will be much more pronounced at this point, which of course will impact its legitimacy both domestically and around the world.
And you heard our Paula Hancock's report there that there was concern that with Benny Gantz's departure, that might impact hostage negotiations. And if you agree with that, to what extent?
I think that's right. Benny Gantz was one of the main proponents of the proposal that's currently on the table. We understand it is the Israeli proposal as put forward by Prime Minister Netanyahu, endorsed by the Americans, promoted around the world. We're apparently waiting for Hamas to endorse it. But there are members of the Prime Minister's government who are staunchly opposed to it. Itamar Ben-Gvir, Bezalel Smotrich, two right-wing
So what you're hearing there is the Netanyahu is a right to far right prime minister, and all of the people in his government, you've got centrist, which is like a moderate, and then you've got the far right. Now the far right in Israel, all they want to do is wipe out the Palestinian people, right? They're pushing for more and more Israeli people to move into Gaza and force out, and it is genocide. I'm not taking sides. I try and look at it objectively, but it is, and they need to get rid of him. And no matter what you say, he is a far right. They're going about the far right. Well, that is the far right. Anyway, so I think we need to keep an eye on this. I think his days are numbered. I don't know how numbered they're going to be, but I do believe that he isn't going to be around. I'd say this time next year, I would put money on him not being around this time next year. I just, when you've got him as leader of Israel, you are not going to get any peace in the Middle East. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that one to you. And I think that's it. Now, let me have a quick look if there's any other stories I wanted to talk about. I don't think there is, though. Yeah, so the Philip Schofield one, I'm going to see if I can drag some articles together. But apparently he's back on social media, and there is stories that he is going to come back to this morning. They said he was going to go on I'm a Celebrity. That came to nothing. Do you know what I mean? So let's just take it with a pinch of salt. But you want a fun one. Let me see if I can find a fun story then. Hold on. Just hold on a sec. There is actually a website, you know, that is just for happy news. I'm not joking. There's a couple of them. There's the Happy Newspaper, and then there's, oh God, it's full of pride. Positive News. Let me just see if I can find some more positive news. Honestly, this pride thing is just eating itself alive. It really is eating itself alive. Have you seen the new progressive flag? Okay, no. There's a circle on it now. Anyone know what the circle is? Right. I'm struggling to find anything, to be honest with you. Well, there's the Happy Newspaper, but it's all about bloody pride. I don't want to know about. It's just a newsletter. So that's rubbish. Positive News. Again, you have to pay. You have to sign up. Latest articles. I'm struggling, guys. I'm struggling. I'm trying. Good News Network. Right, come on. Let's see whether they can give us something positive. Here we go. First human to spend 1,000 days in outer space offers unprecedented opportunity to study rocket manifests. If you think that that's positive. Dog runs 4 miles to get help for owner who crashed car. Well, that's a good one. Well, not that the guy crashed his car. A dog has run 4 miles to help his owner. The owner of this pickup has one of his dogs to thank for his life after a loss in control in the mountains of Oregon saw him turn his car into a ravine. And the doggy ran 4 miles to save him. That's a nice one. Good news for Wolverhampton. Why is that good news? What, did them killers have been found guilty, you mean? Yeah. This doggy saved his daddy's life. Right, so it says here, injured but alive after his crash on US Forest Service Road. One of Brandon Garrett's 4 dogs ran to get help According to a statement from Baker County's Sheriff's Office, the dog managed to negotiate 4 miles of wilderness and trails to make its way back to a campsite where some of Garrett's family had been staying. He hadn't returned to camp that night, so they were already worried and on edge, and the appearance of the dog confirmed their fears. Meanwhile, Garrett was able to crawl approximately 100 yards from the vehicle where he spent the night on dry ground. The rest of the party continued to search for him, and family members located his vehicle on the morning of June the 3rd, calling emergency services. So the doggy saved the day. What's this here? We've got another dog rescue. Helicopter herder follows a dog's tracks from the air to a miracle rescue. Oh. Helicopter pilot in Australia recently found a man's missing dog in the outback in what the owner called a needle in a haystack rescue. For those who've never been to cattle country down under, which we haven't, well, I haven't, it might come as a surprise to know that because the ranches are so vast, farmers will often hire helicopter pilots to round the cattle up for them. Wow. In late April, pilot Jack Pawelski, said that wrong, got a different sort of phone call. A man had lost his dog and was desperate for help. The American Staffordshire Terrier was all too happy. So the dog went up with him and helped him. So we've got another dog rescues another dog. So there are some good news, but you have to really look for them on the Good News Network. The pandas returned in DC after a pandaless year. US put solar panels on old nuclear weapons site for powering 70,000 homes. Eating pomegranate can help Alzheimer's. Watch a dog mimic a weightlifter by doing squats and lifting invisible barbells. There's a video, apparently. Because they don't like it. So the dog's copying the daddy. Okay. That's funny. They'll just That's hilarious. Oh, is it an Alsatian? Oh, that's cute. So there you go then, folks. I did find some positive news for you at the end. I said I would, and I did. Right then, we're going to end that. We're going to go in just over 2 hours. I'm probably going to do a please hit the like button if you enjoy the content, dislike if you don't. I won't be offended. Where did we get to? Did we hit 69? We hit 91 likes. Who were? Wow. I haven't made a proper thumbnail for this yet. I just threw that one together, but I will do one. So there you go. Don't know what to say about the missing doctor. My mind is still blown. I don't think it makes any sense that nobody found him and that people walked in and out of that bar and no one noticed the smell, and in 40-degree heat for 4 days. Doesn't make any sense. Does not make any sense. And Farage, I think that these people need to be put in jail. I really do, for throwing things at Nigel Farage and anybody. Nobody. Crispin Kane, and not that you can't have one. It's that I don't know you, so I've only seen you once. But if you keep coming in, yes, you will get one. Make it to 100 watching and 100. Bevlar, honestly, my OCD would love that. Yeah, regulars get one, Crispin. I've not seen you before. Have you been in before? Hang on a minute. I have seen you before. But you don't come in very often, do you? But yeah, have you come back again? Stop. Spammer time. Spammer time. Spanner time. Come back again and you can have one. How's that? Right then, guys, I'm going to go, but I want to say a massive thank you to everybody that's joined me tonight and big up the replay crew. The next stream will probably be Pet Plan. I'm not with Pet Plan. Oh, yeah, quickly as well. So last night, the Mo of the Geese, okay, I can't say his proper name because he'll, in the night free speech, he's asleep now and he'll get up. He started limping on the other leg, which is bizarre because he was putting weight on the poorly one, lifting up his right leg, and Al picked him up. Good night, Yvonne. And Al picked him up. Good night, little George. And hello, Blackjack. And his right leg. Oh, you're all right, Crispin. As long as I give him to people that I know. The night, MG. His right leg, as Al picked him up, did a massive pop. So his right leg popped in as well. It's so sad. And now it's Thursday he's going. So both legs now are really bad. I had a good chat with his first mummy today, his first human mummy. And we both agree, and I don't know about you guys, but do you remember, those of you that have been watching my live streams all through this, having the dog, yeah? Do you remember when one day he looked tiny and then the next day he looked so tall? Do you remember that? People were saying to me, you sure that's the same dog? His legs look... He got up one morning and he's grown at least an inch. He grew so fast overnight. And I told her, and I said, his legs are really long now. They're longer than a fully grown chin. And we both think he's just grown too quickly, and his ligaments haven't caught up. His bones have grown, but I think that's good living with all of his venison and his beef heart, oh God, and berries and all these really healthy foods. He's had a growth spurt, Rose. Yeah, I think he's had a growth spurt too quickly, and his ligaments haven't caught up with him, and they just keep popping out. And the more they pop out, the weaker his ligaments are becoming. So my plan is we'll get him. I think he is eating very well. I think it's that. I really do. His coat is amazing. It's like a mirror. His black bits, it's like really shiny, like Ninny. And I'm hoping that we'll get him diagnosed, but if it is luxating patella on both knees, get him on the hydrotherapy. They do it at the hospital up by me, the animal hospital. And I don't know how much it is. I'm hoping they'll cover it, but I'm not with Pet Plan. But if he is, I'm hoping that if he has the walking on a treadmill underwater and it strengthens up his muscles and his ligaments, it might stop. So we'll see. But the poor thing is, he's passed out now. He's had some Metacam. He's had some of his new tablet. What's that? I can't click that. Yeah, I'm hoping he won't need the operation, Rose, but if he does, they have to hollow out his knee. It's horrible what they do. They take his knees out and hollow the gap and put them back. It's horrible. My poor baby. So his stroller's here, so he's gonna need that. At the moment, he can't walk for long before they get dislocated. So we'll be doing a bit of stroller, bit of walking, bit of stroller. And when he comes out of his operation, if he has one, he will need the stroller. And he won't be able to do big, long walks like he would have without this. So he definitely will need the stroller. But the stroller's come today. So thank you again. Hello, Skip Donahue. Ninny-Wig's doing really well. He's really comfortable. He's getting really squeaky again. He's squeaking at things. Like he didn't squeak for days when that tumor popped. So we've been giving his medication. I've been cleaning it every day, and he's more squeaky again now. So if Al forgets to give him his morning carrot, he squeaks. If the fridge door opens, he squeaks. Yes, it's annoying at times when all of a sudden you hear, you're like, then yeah. I know he's still a baby, Amanda. Yeah, he's back squeaking, Space Cat. So that's always a good thing. Right then, I'm going to go now. But yeah, the squeaker is back, which is good most of the time, unless you're half asleep, and he's going nuts 10 to the dozen and he's squeaking. It does get annoying, but then when he's poorly, you're glad for it, because you know when he's not squeaking is when you need to worry. Right then, thank you everyone. I really appreciate you guys. We got 97 likes. I'm sure we'll get to 100 after the chat. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all. We'll probably do a Curious News Thursday or Friday on the other channel. Probably Friday. I don't want to do any more phone-ins this week. We are due an open panel on this channel at some point, and we'll open it up and we'll do an open panel, open topic, and we'll see what comes up. Anyone can come up unless they're a knobhead. I can't be doing with trolls and people arguing and fighting. I haven't got the energy. Yeah, it can be entertaining to watch if you're watching it on other channels, and some channels do it really well, and it is funny to watch. But I ain't got the energy for all that shit. So, but I might do an open panel at some point. I'm not sure. No winky waivers. Yeah, we're always going to get the winky waivers. That's the problem, isn't it, when you open it up, Space Cat? Right, good night, everybody. Thanks for being here. And if you haven't seen the Hedgehog short, let's just quickly watch the Hedgehog short for shits and giggles. It's fucking hilarious. Hold on. Let me just get it up. Right, let me just show you this because it's really funny. What had happened was, just quickly before we go, what had happened was, right, the hedgehogs come early and Al hadn't fed them yet. And usually Al feeds them at like about 7:30. They usually turn up around 9. And then Al hadn't been out there yet, but they were early, right? And this one here turned up really early. I can't make it any bloody bigger, but can you see that? Yeah. And it turned up. Now, there's more video than this. This is the problem, you see. Shorts, I can only fit a bit in, but I filmed him walking across the garden. What happened tonight, it was the same one. And he's only a youngster because you can see he's still got lots of fuzz around. I'm gonna have to here he is, look, see? And then we hadn't fed him yet, right? So we hadn't, once this gets shut, these gates get shut in the day because a gizmo goes under there, yeah? So we hadn't yet been out, or Al hadn't been out and fed and watered them. So the pen was still round. And when he got in there was no food in there. But look at him like a pro. He literally is like, the gate's shut. What's going? Let's push this. Look at him. Watch. Look at that. Like a pro. Head flick. Nothing stopping me from getting in here. Oh, shit, there's no food in here. Let's watch this again. Now, again, I filmed him coming across the garden. He's like, look, that one's shut. Why weren't no one's been and opened the gate for me? There better be some food. Look at him like a pro. You can tell he does that every day. So there you go. And that was the one today. Now, sometimes I'll find their food and water bowls dragged over here because when the food and that runs out, they get really angry and throw the bowls around, the little sods. But there you go. Anyway, yeah, there's lots of beavers coming up. Thank you, Candice. Yeah, I just trying it funny, Rose. They've got 2 now. They've got another setup on the other one. But yeah, it's hilarious. I filmed that with my mobile phone. I was hanging out the window. I seen him. What happened tonight? The birds were still out, and I seen something moving. And I looked, and there was a hedgehog just wandering around in the garden. So I filmed him, and I had to condense it down for the short. So there you go. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining me, and I'll see you all Thursday or Friday. Thursday or Friday over on the Curious Bunny. Right, no night. God bless. Bye.